Alrighty, it is a community-wide call to action. Right now, you can team up with Allstate to help support Safe Nest in a huge children's clothing drive going on right now. Here with more is Katie Stasa from Allstate. Also here is Hannah Brooks, Safe Nest Director of Community and Donor Relations. Good morning to both of you, beautiful ladies.
Good morning.
We're here. You guys are donning purple. It's the Safe Nest color.
That's right.
Talk to us about Safe Nest.
Safe Nest has been in the community since 1977, and we help domestic violence survivors through advocacy, through counseling, our confidential shelter, as well as preventative education. And the color purple is showing your support for domestic violence.
Domestic violence, and there's a way to do that. We'll talk about that in just a bit. But when you hear domestic violence, you hear Allstate, the insurance company. You don't think those two are married. Can you talk about why the partnership happened?
Sure. Well, the number one reason why women stay in abusive relationships is because of finances. And our Allstate agents are financial specialists, and they're small business owners, so they have this financial knowledge, and they can provide the woman with these resources that they need to break free.
Right. Okay, and so that's why we have this, when we talk about the drive happening right now, what you guys are looking for. I know last time Safe Nest was here, you brought a box that was purple, and that's where people can drop off their gently used clothes, correct? Or brand new clothes.
Exactly. So stop by any one of those.
There's the box.
Yes, there's the box. Stop by any one of those 23 participating Allstate agencies. It's KTNV.com/clothing drive to find that list. And while supplies last, each donor will be receiving a purple purse charm, which I have with me right now.
I have one too.
Yeah, and it's not just
so
for
cute.
purses. You can put it on your briefcase, you can put it on your gym bag, your backpack, and it helps to get the conversation started that's often silenced.
You see the purple charm, you say, oh, what is that? Oh, well, I'm here supporting Safe Nest, and you can start rattling off your knowledge, right? And even men can rock it's not just for purses, like you said, it could be for a briefcase. Perfect. What are some of the most necessary items that you guys are looking for women who have to seek out people at Safe Nest for safety?
Many times the individuals that come in, or the families that come into our shelter, come with just the clothing on their back. So. And even just simple necessities such as diapers, toiletries, clothing. So those are, and new pajamas. We like to give the families brand new pajamas anytime that they come in, because that they may not have them. And so the great thing about Allstate is that they're collecting some of those items for us.
Okay, and you mentioned 20 plus locations across the valley. When we talk about across the valley, across the country, around the world, it's an epidemic, domestic violence.
Yes.
Can you talk about the numbers?
Well, nationally, it's 1 in 4 women that will be affected by domestic violence, but here in Las Vegas, we're affected 1 in 2. And so everybody knows somebody that's affected by domestic violence, whether or not that they talk about it. And so it's important to have programs like these so that it raises awareness and get the conversation pieces started.
Is that ultimately what you guys are looking? You can go ahead and grab it. Is that ultimately what you guys want, is to get that conversation started? Why? What does conversation do?
What conversation does is it brings awareness to the problem of domestic violence, and it may give someone the courage to step forth and say, hey, I need some help. And so that's what we try to do, is we want to try and help as many people as that we possibly can. Last year, Safe Nest helped over 50,000 victims of domestic violence. So
nationwide?
No, locally.
Just locally?
Just locally.
What?
So,
really?
Yeah, and so by those numbers means that we do have a problem here in the valley.
And when women and families seek out assistance from you guys, the process is you go in, you just say, and I know it's a safe haven, so you don't want to give away any of the information, but you get there. Is it intimidating? Is it comforting? Like, what's the process like?
Well, the unique thing about our shelter is that we're in an undisclosed area. So that's for safety. First and foremost. And so the unique thing, so once the families enter our shelter, it's a very welcoming house. And so it feels like a home, and that's what we want people to feel when they walk in. And so one of the things that Allstate is doing for us through the donation drive is that each agent will be submitting an application for us to receive approximately $23,000 in grant money so that we can build a playground for our kids that come into shelter.
Nice.
So a majority of the time, the kids that come into shelter, that's the very first time and only time in their small lifespan that they have felt safe.
It's a safe nest for the mothers and a fun nest for the kids, right, with this playground?
Yes, and play is very important to development and a child's healing.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. This is really powerful. I appreciate what you guys are doing. Get out, donate clothes. Now through the 23rd, you can donate any new or gently used clothing to participating Allstate agencies. When you do, you will receive a purple purse charm while supplies last, meaning that you gotta do it quick. For more information, just head to ktnv.com/clothing drive or check out the Safe Nest Facebook page. And